I don't know. I mean, I did it on accident. I didn't know anything about this.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't even know my information was gone. I realized I've been on Spotify for a while. I did the cancel and
reaching up into the heavens, threatening to snatch the very stars from the great city of Midgard. When it's time for this planet to die, you'll understand that you know absolutely
Alright. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the night stream. As you can tell, my voice sounds a little bit off. I am not feeling so good right now. But the show must go on, as it always has, ever since I started. Back, however long ago it was now. Alright. So, let's take a look at where the game is at currently. Let's just go ahead and give it a run. Alright. So, some stuff that I believe was different from last time. And I have all 4 players showing up on the screens. You can click on them. All these are player-controlled characters. You can then assign where they go with right-click. You can drag and select groups of them. Wait, that's weird. Okay, well, there's a little bug that I have discovered here where, for some reason, those two are selected at the same time. Let's see if we can reduplicate that, shall we? Send that guy there, send this person over here, this one here, this guy here, this guy here. Put them in line with each other. Okay, that's weird. Okay, gonna have to fix that. I also have the node system in place where we can just place a basic node currently, and it will just simply move to the node. So that works. Nice and simple. Nice and short, easy to remember. So, first things first, let's take a look at our assignment code that causes multiple player entities to register that they were grabbed, even though only one of them was grabbed. So let's go into the player... Where's it at? The player... Character, there it is. Character file here. Okay, so we have if square x is... Okay, so square x, if the beginning of the drag square is past the entity and the width of it is back, so basically if I click to the right of it and drag to the left, or if I click to the right, or click to the left and then drag to the right, and then if I started below it, or if I started above it and went down, or went below it and then went up, it'll trigger as being true. But maybe I need to separate these two checks right here. Actually, let's just try isolating them within this. Let's just put some groups around it real quick. Some parentheses there, one here, extra one there. See if this issue comes up again. Well, now it's not working at all. Okay, that's irritating. Okay, this is a bit weird. Okay, and now it's not registering anything at all from this direction. Both of them trigger if you select one. If they come from the other direction, nothing happens at all. So square x is left than x. Alright, you know what, let's just do this. We'll split these two things up here. We'll make an else if here. So we'll get rid of this or here, but then we'll also cut out this here, stick it there. And then we'll take out this. Alright, let's move this down to here. Let's just have it do the same things. So there, now they're very specifically, if this one starts above it, ends below it. That's above and to the... This could be problematic here, actually. But you know what, let's just give it a try anyway. Great, it's not working at all anymore. Individual selection still works. Let's just make it both ifs rather than tools there. Nope. Not working there. Okay. Alright, let's do it this way then. Let's go, if square x is less than x, and square w is greater than x, and square y is greater than... Oh dear, shoot. Oh, my brain. Okay, square y is less than y, and square h is greater than y. Selected equals true, return true. There. Alright. Still not doing anything there, but that's fine. Let's go back to the game. Let's make a new function here called underneath the controls. This one, make it a void, because we don't really need a return value or anything. We can always just check the values themselves. Let's call this one correct grab square. There. So let's go here. And let's see, where do we set everything? Here in the mouse movement. We'll put it down here then. Alright, there we go. Okay. Temp X, temp Y, temp W, temp H. There we go. Alright, if grab square X is less than grab square W, then grab square X, or no, temp X equals grab square W, and then temp W equals grab square square X, and then after this we then need to swap the values around. So then grab square x equals temp x, and grab square w equals temp equals temp w. Yeah, that swaps them around correctly. There, and we go if grab square y is greater than grab square h, temp y equals grab square h, temp h equals grab square y. And we have to flip them around, so then grab square y equals temp y, and grab square h equals temp h. There we go. So then, move the mouse. You do everything you want to do. You lift up on the left button. We need to run correct grab square. Then it'll pass everything to the proper places. Let's see if this works. Let's go. It still does nothing. This is really loud. I'm gonna turn this down real quick. There we go. That's a little better. That's a lot better for me. Should be a little better for you guys as well. Alright, let's get rid of that volume slider, shall we? Be gone. There we go. Fix all my windows. There we go. Alright. So what's going on with this group select? Why is it not selecting them anymore? So square x is less than x, square w is greater than x, square y is less than y, and square h is above y. Selected equals true, and it returns true. So why is it not doing that? An even more pressing question on this is, why is this working before and it's not now? Last time this happened, it was a permissions glitch. So let's do a thing here. Okay. The grab square's chords are alright. Now let's see exactly what the computer sees the mouse being every time we let go of that box. Okay, so... Hold on, why is it the temp W is always lower than... How come the width is always lower than the X is? Did I mess something up in here? Okay, so if... I don't know if temp X is greater than, it needs to be greater than. And if grab Y is... Yeah, greater than... If Y is lower than the height, and the width is further than the starting point. Okay, let's try this now. Okay, we can see down here, things appear to be correct, except... I don't know, Y is still all messed up. Okay, what did I mess up here? Okay. So if Y is greater than H... That's all good, so then why is it that this is... So why is that not updating then? Or what am I updating wrong? Oh, pardon me. It's been a long week. Full of dust and allergies. And I'm paying for it in spades right now. So. Alright, now that's correct here. But why does it set them equal here? Because it changes them there. But then... No, it's supposed to change there too. Changes the width and the height. So did I mess up the... Oh, I did, right here. Duh. Okay, I don't know why it was working before then. Split them up here. There we go. That works. Alright. Here we go, that's that bug fixed. So that's good. Alright. With that bug fixed, I need to go run and get me a throat lozenge real quick because my throat's killing me. Enjoy the music, I will be right back.
I'm going to bed.
Alright, I'm back. Okay, I have a throat drop. Might affect my speaking a little bit, but hopefully not too badly. Okay, now that we've got the group select sorted out here, I'm just kind of checking if it's true just to make sure it is. I don't know why I'm doing that, really. Alright. My favorite jazz track off of OC Remix thus far. The Dark World Jazz. That's a pretty nice chill-out tune here. Da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-doo, da-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, that sounds pretty bad, honestly. I am not able to control my voice very well lately. Alright, so... something that you may have noticed is an issue here. If we select two guys and send them to the same point, they overlap each other, and you then can't get them to split back apart again. So, the goal in this tonight, I need to overhaul the map tile system. Right here. Currently, it's just a bunch of numbers. What we need to do is we need to figure out a way of being able to flag those as being occupied so that we need to set them being flagged as occupied, and occupied by what? So, let's see. Let's start with the occupation by what, really. All I need to do is go in here, we need to add in a header file. We'll call this occupation types. This will be an enumerator of the same name, so enum occupation types. So our very first occupational type is going to be unit. So that equals 0, because this is technically an array. So unit is the first one. Lava is the next one. And then, what should the... let's just call them blocks. Blocks equals, block equals 2. We can come up with more as need be in future if we add more content, but for now, that's what I'm leaving this as. Alright, we have our occupation types. Did I spell that right? Yes, I did. Okay, so we have the types of things that can be occupying the tile. Now we need to create another header. Should it be another header or another class, do you think? No, you know what? I think we can just go up here into this, and we'll just make us a structure real quick. Actually, do we need that? No, I definitely will need a structure at minimum for it, a structure. So, I guess we just declare it here within the class, because we're not really going to use it outside of the class at any given point. So, struct. Let's see, structs, map tiles with int x, y, width, height, occupied, and let's make it a short. Occupied by. Occupied type. There we go. Alright, now let's, rather than doing this tile, which was a 10 by 10, let's make them 20 by 20, so a little bit bigger to see and a little easier to work with. It's not quite as difficult. Let's go map tile. Say 64 by 36. Will that work? Map tiles. Layout. There we go. Should work. Looks like it did work. Let's replicate this this for loop down here. Let's just do a quick copy paste actually. There we go, and we'll say layout ij dot occupied equals false. Layout ij dot occupied type. What were our types again? I already forgot. Actually, let's just say this. Let's go none. Then unit. Then lava. Then block is number 3. There. Now, in here, we're going to go to here and we're going to include the occupation types header. Go. Occupied type equals none. Should work. And layout ij.x equals let me make that 64 and 36, or we will seg fault like crazy. Let's make this one I times 20. Y equals j times 20. At I times 20 plus 20. At 20 as well. Alright, that's all our settings put together there. Save it, let's see if it builds. The heck is this? Block east. Wait, oh no, oh no, this is conflicting. We'll call it block section then. See if that works. Ah, that worked, okay. Alright, well, there's that done. Okay. Come on, clear yourselves up. You're good now. There we go. It's cleared up. Alright. Now, let's find... Okay, in here... Let's again copy this. Just so we can start slowly phasing this old code out. I don't want to pull all that out just yet. I equals 63. Okay, I equals 63 and 35. There we go, and then let's change map to layout. IJ dot type. Wait. Yeah, occupied type is not equal to 2. And again, okay, and layout dot occupied type. So 1 is the ground, 2 is the lava. That should stay consistent with this. No, okay, so ground. 2 is lava. Block section unit equals 4. There we go. See, this is why you always try to leave yourself room for expansion on everything, because you always end up thinking of other things. It's the wrong header. Wrong file. Here we go. Let's make sure that it's a ground. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna have to replace all this, aren't I? Shoot. Okay. We only have to type it once and we can copy paste. We're not on a typewriter. X, comma, layout. I. Y. Layout I. J. W. I. J. H. Here we go. Okay. Let's see how this works.
There once was a boy who dreamt
Nope.
of the lands beyond his mind.
64. 36.
Of adventure. Good night, little Nemo.
This song is weird and kind of creepy sounding, so I'm going to skip this one. Alright, how slow has this been compromised to? Oh gosh, this is slow. Okay. Let's start cutting out some of these extra loops that aren't needed anymore. // Is that really the only two places it was at? Wow. That's handy. Whoops, I did not mean to click that button. Alright, let's just begin. Aha! Here we go, look! It's showing up, and it's showing up correctly. I don't know why this has been slowed down so much, though. Fortunately, the lava doesn't seem to be too terribly affected. This sounds like something from Civilization 3. It's actually quite nice. Okay, let's try this. See out. Tick. Start. Count. Let's go. What is it? FPS. Manager. What do I have that set to? Where are you? FPS cap, that's what it is. FPS. Okay, let's take a look at this. FPS Manager. Okay, here we go. The state and timing information of the frame rate controller. Okay. Frame count, float, rate ticks. Base ticks, last ticks. And the rate. Let's do base ticks at the start and then last ticks at the end, shall we? Dot base ticks. Well, that's not even the right one. What is it again? Base ticks, but with no capitalization. That one's... I don't like that one. One's not jazz. Eh. I'll let this pass. Sounds kind of tropical. There we go. Put that there, and then see out. Tick finish count. Oh, switch those two operators around there. FPS. S cap. Great. Ticks. Let's do last ticks. Let's add the new line. It's all ones. Okay, let's see what the rate is then. That's just the FPS cap I've set. It doesn't tell me much of anything, really. So let's go clock. Let's get the COUts going again. I shouldn't have deleted all those. Tick count at loop start. Dot global time. Here we go. Okay, loop start at tick count at the loop end. Clock dot. Here we go. Time. There we go. That is not right either. Okay. Let's do this then. Now I know that thing's lying to me. How would you lie to me, global time? Don't you equal the, like... When I start you... Oh, right, let's just call the get ticks then. Steal underscore get ticks. There we go. Alright, let's see, how many ticks is it starting, really? Okay. So it's not taking very long to get through each individual frame. Let's get rid of that to clear up the information a little more. We're just getting double entries now. Okay, so it's basically about 19 ticks? 20 ticks per loop. Which is... Let's see, 19 ticks per loop. That's each tick is a millisecond, so it's 20 milliseconds per loop. So that means in 1 second the loop can run. What is that? 500 times? Times, I believe. 1,000 divided by 20. Let's pull up I don't have a calculator in this UI, so we can do it here. 1,000 20 equals A1 divided by B1. 50 times, so we're at 50 FPS here. So how are we running at only 50 FPS with, How are we running at 50 FPS despite the fact that we have a smaller loop here and here? See, this one was huge, but I don't get it. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to do a layout class. Now we're gonna have to do a map tiles class. So let's just delete that. We're not gonna try and compile anything because it's gonna freak out everything right now. So let's go map tiles. Let's close some of these things I don't need anymore. I don't need those events open. I don't need the engine open. I don't need the includes open. I've already got a tile class going. What the heck am I doing this map tiles thing for? I now know what I need in here, though. And not all of this. Yeah, I don't need any of that. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of all that. All this. Alright. For the rendering, we're just going to use this little loop here. Just this. For it, but I'm going to leave that be for now. In the meantime, let's go down to here. We'll just say tiles. Got tile. That'll work. And then what else is freaking out in the setup? So then bool occupied, that needs to be public. And it was a short. Wow, that's how you spell short, right? Amazing. Short occupied type. And then X, Y, W, and H. There we go. That should make everything happy here. Yeah. Sweet, let's run real quick. See what this is like. Still sluggish and slow. but manageable. Alright, let's get rid of you. Now let's focus on the tiles. Okay, so I've got that. Let's do a changed on it so that this way it'll only render the whole thing, its whole square, if it's had to be changed or updated. And the only time we would need to update it is when the timer expires once every so many seconds in order to trigger the lava advancement. Pardon me. Okay, so changed, and then let's get rid of all that. Let's get rid of all that. Well, let's not get rid of the screen because we will need the screen, and we're gonna need those parameters ultimately. So let's just copy this. Wait, where have I heard this music before? This was... I think this was extra credits, but I can't remember if this was like the background to one of their episodes, or if this was just in one of the Dan Plays Dark Souls video series. I can't remember now. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. Let's put the renderer back in, just because it'll be handy to have. We'll only have to do a whole lot of fiddling in the rendering if we have that. So screen equals past screen. X equals past X. Y equals past Y. W equals past W. H equals past H. There's all that, and then let's make one a void. Let's make a void occupy. There we go, and pass the type here. Occupied type occupied type equals type. Alright, occupied type, and then Shoot, with us using an occupied type to track dirt, even. Well, actually, you know what we can do? We can just say if occupied type, or if occupied dot if type okay, hang on. Let me go look at my occupation types. Okay. So if it's the ground and it needs to be occupied by something else, we then need to change it. Okay, I know what I can do now. Okay, if occupy, or if type is equal to 1, occupied equals false. Else, occupied equals true. So it becomes unpathable. There we go. I have just finished out my, just finished out what was needed to fix that up. So... Okay then, so now that that is done, there, I can now occupy it and I can now reset it easily enough. Now it changed. So basically, well, no, I'd want to render the whole thing every time. But let's do it this way. Let's cut that out here. Let's paste it in here. Let's get rid of all this. Because we don't need any of it anymore. Uh-oh, what is going on here? That doesn't match render. Oh, I have a short for it. No, void render it now. It's a void render. Don't worry, it's fixed. Yep, here we go. Okay. That worked. You know what? Just for kicks, let's just go ahead. Let's find where the render's at. Here we go. Here's where I put the render at, but let's see how quick it goes without it. Yep, they're zipping around quite nicely now, without the tiles being rendered. Dot render. Well, that's bad. I don't know what happened there, or why it keeps doing that. Wait, I do know why it keeps doing that. It's because here, I just have everything here set manually. As if I were to go dot setup. I pass it the screen. I pass it that value, that value. Do. There. Get rid of all that. There we go. Does it go much faster? No, if anything, it seems to be going even slower now. Well. Hum-de-doo-de-doo. How to fix that? Let's try something, actually. There it is. Let's go SDL set clear to color. Let's look that up real quick. SDL2 set clear render clear color. But the renderer is clear color. There we go. Set render draw color. It's not what I want. I guess that is set render draw color. Okay. Let's go set render draw color. Here and then 0 or no 1 2 8 6 4 0 2 5 5. There, and now for the tile, just get rid of that. See how much faster it speeds things up. Oh wow, quite a bit nicer actually. Well, I'd imagine it will get rather laggy. Alright. That takes care of that. Alright, so Okay, now we need to link in the... Let's go ahead and just delete all that code. No, it's commented out. I don't need it in here anymore. Got that. Works much smoother. Okay. So then let's try and tie in... Let's go ahead and see if we can tie in this whole map thing. See if we can tie this in to our unit movements and behaviors. Oh, hey! Hello. No, the lava's actually not the laggy part of it. The laggy part was just drawing the ground every time, which I've set this render clear color to, and it just clears it to brown every time, which speeds things up a lot. So the lava's just moving that slow intentionally. It's triggered off of this timer here. Yeah, advanced time, where's that? Update lava. Let's find that function at right here. So yeah, so it's like every second or about every 2 seconds it should be that the lava advances. Let's see. Oh, it's about every 3 seconds. Okay. Well, still, it's okay. It moves about every 3 seconds, so it works. But yeah, let's see if we can get these characters to properly notice the tiles and update them. Character.hpp. No, that's not what's wanted. That's going to freak it the heck out. You can't include it in itself. That's not what I wanted. I want tile.hpp. There. Much, much better. Alright. Under operate, let's make tile 64 by 36, because that's the size of our regular one, isn't it? Or is it... yeah, 64 by 76. There we go. And then in here... 34. I know, 64 by 36. You know what? My music's run out. I need to start up some more music. Hang on. Do this one. That's... no, that's not what I wanted. There. That's better. Much more chill. Chillaxed. Alright. Alright, pick up the node if everything is done, and then at the end of all of this, let's go tile x divided by 20 by y divided by 20 dot occupy with, let's also include the occupation types header. Shoot. Where was I? I'm very easily distracted tonight because I'm so tired. There we go. Occupation types HPP. It's going to be unit. There. Occupy by unit. Alright, there we go. Yeah, let's just leave it where it is currently. Let's just try and see if... Oh. Past tile there. Past tile. I keep forgetting that tonight for some reason. I need to remember to create that. Oh, right. I need to hand it the layout. Alright, let's, actually, you know what? We need to just... I feel like the character needs to have just a continuous updated cache of what the tiles are. Not just in the first thing, but in all of them. Now, I'm not going to worry about it too much right now. I'll just go to placed node, go tile, you know what, copy paste. I'm too tired to type all this out constantly. There we go. Okay. Okay, Huh. How do I do this? I know how I do this. I'm not going to pass the tiles to the node. I'm going to say place the node mouse X No, that won't work either. Okay. Hang on, I gotta think through... Gotta think through this. This is a... Okay. I need to be able to calculate where... Darn it. Okay. Come on, Gary. Calm yourself down. Let your super tired brain that's gonna have to work in the morning just kind of relax a little bit. The answer will come to you. Just the thing that we are looking for is we need to get mouse X and mouse Y and center it on a tile grid, which are 20 by 20. So, let's do this. Okay. Int grid x, grid y, some temporary variables in here. Grid x equals mouse x divided by 20. Grid y equals mouse y divided by 20. Alright. There we go. That now gives me those two variables. That gives me the grid location I've just clicked on. So let's then say node place grid x times 20. Make sure that these are isolated from this, and say plus 10. There we go. This should work, right? Alright, now let's put this here. It shouldn't land directly on it. No, it's not landing immediately on the cursor. Okay, that's working a little bit better then. It's kind of locking him into the correct squares, so that's a good thing. Yeah, you've been in about an hour and a half that the stream's been going. I'm getting kind of close towards the end. But hey, don't worry. In the morning you can always watch the VOD. Video will be up on YouTube by the morning. That's usually about how long I figure it takes to encode it. Don't know that for certain, but I assume. Okay, so placing the node in the right spot now. So then, alright, occupy there. Let's just temporarily in tile. And also say if occupied AD. There we go. Let's just say rectangle. This will just draw a little square around the outside. Let's make it white. There we go. Let's start. Okay. Alright, well now I'm occupying the entire map very slowly. I have a 4-piece Etch-a-Sketch that is slowly filling out the map. Boom! There you have it. Okay. That actually works. Yeah, watch the second half tonight and the first half tomorrow. Sounds like a plan, dude. Alright, now I need to deoccupy the tiles that I was in. So then... let's then say this, it's gonna be 9 tiles I have to loop through all the way around me. Yeah, nice looking trails, yeah, thanks. Do I for loop this or no? You know what? I'm gonna do it this way. Okay, so if x plus plus, so then I'm gonna say past tile x divided by 20 minus 1 because we're going to be going to the right, so check the ones to the left. Y divided by 20 dot occupied ground. Let's just copy paste this a few times. Alright, and then swap some polarities real quick. Plus there, and now let's get rid of that here. Because I don't need that on X anymore, now we need it on Y. Then again, take it away here. Add it in there, and then there. This should get rid of all of our contrails. Dang. Yeah, it's there. Yeah. Looking neat. They still all clump up, but hey, you know. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's just baby steps. Baby steps. Try and go any faster, it's gonna go all crazy. So let's set it equal to ground, and then occupy with the unit as we go around. Okay. There's that. Okay, actually, let's try this out real quick. Let's go tile. Past tile. 64, 36. Let's see, if node is not placed, if past tile grid X grid Y dot occupied let's see, we're gonna have to do an else if ladder here then. This is gonna be complicated, so if past tile grid X grid Y okay, we'll say let's check to the left of it first. So let's say -1 is not occupied. Then say it's grid X -1 times 20. Else, if okay. Grid X +1. Let's check to the left now. Oh, we're checking to the right now because we need to make sure. Occupied. It is not occupied to the right. How much of that can I copy paste? Oh, there we go. Let's go grid X plus 1. Ah, shoot. There we go. Let's just see if this builds real quick, because it's freaking out about something right now. Oh, that's what it's freaking out about. Okay, yeah. I guess I need to add that. $64, $36. There we go. There we go. Okay, 2 arguments, 1 provided. What? Oh, right. Okay. There. There we go. 3rd set of parentheses. There we go. Okay. Full set there. Else if... Let's do this. Alright, and then... let's go plus 1. There we go, let's make that a plus 1. And let's copy this one. Cancel that. I don't know what I just hit. So let's plus 1. There we go. Okay. Let's go layout. There we go. That should be good enough. There we go, and now let's put another person right there. It's not checking there. Oh wait, it's because the node override. Yeah, right here. Let's go else. There. Now it has to obey. There we go, okay. There we go. Yeah, okay. Woo! Okay, let's occupy those with nodes, shall we? How would I do that? Let's make occupation types. Node. And nodes equals five. There we go, and then character. And let's see, how do I store the node coordinates in this? Is the node's classes their own? Yes, they are. Okay, AI point. You know, it gets a little dicey at this point. Event of a filled cell, route the character to the nearest unfilled cell. I'm working on getting to that point. All I really will need to do is just correct where the nodes are placed, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm making the nodes an occupiable location currently. I'm trying to make the nodes basically an occupier of the cell, the tile. They can occupy the tile, but if a player, if their appropriate character entity reaches them, they don't. The tile does not reject them. They're the ones that. They pick the node up and go into that cell and then pick up the node. Well, as much as I would love to keep going, I'm afraid this is all I have time for tonight. I have to work in the morning, and I still need to get a shower and brush my teeth and get ready for bed before I actually go to bed. So, yeah. I'll continue to work on this off stream, kind of in the back end. If anybody is interested or they want to question it, when this prototype is done, it will be going up onto GitHub, but it will not be going up to GitHub in its current format right now. But once it is done, yes, I will push it to GitHub happily. So, but until then, yeah, I mean, thanks for coming out to watch, and have a good night. Seeing you guys next week. See you all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, as the old show used to go. Have a good night.